Hello. I'm not gonna get too close this time because my eyeliner is uneven on the inner corners. But yeah. I'm so glad I look good. Hi guys, it's Gai'lae. We're here again. I know I've been trying to post every 4 days, but I just did not feel up to it. These past 4 days, I was like, I should probably get up and film something so I could post it later. But I was like, I also don't think I'm gonna do that. So, yeah. Today's video is not gonna be too long. Honestly, this time, cross my heart. And hope to live forever. But no, today's video is gonna be short because I just want to talk about, well, I'm gonna say a little poetry too. Sorry, not to get off track, but I feel like this has turned into a poetry page, and I want to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna look in the camera when I say this. I want to be honest with you guys. So, sorry, I really like looking at myself. I'm scared. As an artist, I'm scared. When you see those videos of people encouraging artists and they're like, put yourself out there. You're scared, just do it. It's not that I'm scared of plagiarism. That is the biggest thing I'm scared of. Let's just say that point blank and clear. Because I feel like everyone's art is very special and unique to them. Even if you use something as inspiration, your art is very special and unique to you. And for someone to come and take that and claim it as their own, and I don't think at this moment I would have the resources to fight back on that kind of issue. I just don't feel like that's a road I want to go down. So I've been working on not only my confidence as a person, but just like really looking into the legal routes of protecting my work before I post it, and of course for the stuff I've posted previously, right? Even though I haven't been posting for long. So yeah, that's my vulnerable with you. I'm just really scared my work will get stolen. And everyone's like, and people will be like, why do you think your work out of everyone else's work will be stolen? Well, anyone's work could be stolen. That's the point. AI is getting scary. When I'm looking for my music and I'm looking through like terms and clauses of certain distributors, I think they're adding in a lot of clauses talking about how they can just remix your music or sell your music, because signing up with them is automatic permission, and that is so scary to me. That really is. But yeah, that's my vulnerability with you guys. Okay, since we're getting closer to 5 minutes, I want to try to keep it under 6. So I want to talk about, before we get into my poetry, I want to talk about what I have coming up. So I had this idea, right? I want to first start off with an extended play, right? So this extended play coming out will be called Hum, H-U-M, right? And it's called Hum because the only thing on it will be my vocals. Maybe some body percussion, but it's vocals. The background music is vocals. Everything is vocals. And at first, my very first Hum song is a song I wrote a while back ago. And once I get everything settled with my distributor, I'm not sure if I'll post it. I'll probably post it all at once. So please hang in there. I know I said I'd be posting music and poetry. This might just be a poetry poetry page for a little while, but please hang in there. All right. All right. It's looking like we might make it under 6 minutes. Probably not. Let's aim for 7 now, or 6:30 at least, or at most, I guess. Okay. So this poem is called Deity. Okay. I literally wrote this last night. I wrote my last hum song. It's going to be 3 songs for the extended play because, they don't have to be long. But I was just in a creative mood last night. So yeah, okay. All right, Deity. Who is allowing this? Destruction? Pain? Who are the deities we pray to? What do they change? The life of mortals easily rendered fickle and inferior with a word of a pastor or a priest. Listen to them and ignore your ancestors. The true physical spiritual manifestation are our rituals. If all the devotion isn't enough for your deities, nothing will be. So I do want to break that down a little bit because I feel like this is one of my more abstract poems, especially since I haven't had a lot of time to refine it much, But obviously the first part, who is allowing this pain and destruction, I really want to look at religious, this whole poem is basically a religious trauma dump, to be brief. Sorry, we might get to 8 minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay. But this whole poem is a religious trauma dump, more or less. Because my first thought when writing this poem was if there are so many female deities, even though they have been a bit overshadowed by Christianity, if there are so many female deities, how could they allow this to happen, right? And that's why it ends with, if all the devotion that everyone is currently giving, that everyone has given out throughout time, isn't enough, then nothing will be. And obviously it leads back to for personally Black culture, and how it's demonized for Black people to speak to their ancestors, but almost every other culture does it. So or not necessarily speak to them, but a lot of other cultures, even white American culture, they praise their ancestors, even though we all know what their ancestors did, right? So it's just the life of mortals easily rendered fickle and inferior with the words of a pastor or a priest. I feel like the main message in Black Christianity being sold and hammered into our heads is that we should suffer to find peace. And it's crazy to me. And I could get into a whole religious debate, but I don't really want to do this on my page. I could. I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, it's just something to sit and think with. Why is pain and suffering only okay when it's religious? No. Why does religion make pain and suffering okay? It doesn't make sense. Because it's a test from God, or because it's a trial, and at the end you'll have a greater reward, and the end is after your life? It doesn't make sense. And yeah, I don't know. I know we reached 10 minutes today, but sorry about that. Okay, but follow, subscribe, y'all know what it is. I want to wrap this up. So thank you guys for listening, of course. Sorry, the video cut out. I accidentally clicked pause. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching, of course. And Gai'lae out.